First and foremost, love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here. I want to start off this video by saying Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. Again, Happy Black History Month. I used to have a series called Melanated series, and I haven't been able to make it in the last, couple of years due to like health issues that I've talked about in my Oshun paranormal series video. But now that I'm healthier, in a better place, and on this health journey and all of those things, I do want to do that series this year. I am behind. We're on February 6th, okay? We are on February 6th. So I'm just going to make as many videos as I can for the month of February. I can't say I'm going to be posting every single day, but my goal is going to be at least every day or every other day. I'm going to try to do something that is related to Black History Month, okay? Because if you don't know, and if you're new to my channel, I am Haitian from my mother's side, who was raised in Puerto Rico, all the things. So yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So I do have a Afro-Latina, a Black Caribbean mama, okay? And I do have family in Puerto Rico too. I do have, nationality, ethnic wise, I do have cousins and stuff. They're Puerto Rican, but I do have, from my grandfather's side, Haitian family as well. And I also have Native American ancestry from my dad's side, all the things, right? Long story short, I'm a mixed person. So I have, I do have, I am part of the Black race, even if I'm biracial, I'm still part Black, right? So I love this time of the year. I do it all the time on my channel. I love celebrating Black History Month. And it was something that I used to do. I've done it like twice. And then I wasn't able to do it, then I did memberships, all the things, but I wanted to get back into that. But before we get started on this video, which is going to be called Representation Matters. Representation matters, okay? So before we get into the topic of the video, and I'm going to try to keep the videos not too long, a woman got to get paid, okay? So first and foremost, if you want a one-on-one reading with me, as I am a full-time reader, shamanic@webpriestess.com. The link to my website is available in the description bar of the description box of each and every one of my videos. Secondly, if you want to become a member, okay, get exclusive content that is specifically for members, where I'm teaching you and mentoring you there, meetup groups that we have, depending what level you pick, and book reviews and all those wonderful things, okay, and the other 14 series that are available on the memberships, because I'm teaching 14 different topics, okay, different things. If you're interested in any of those things, go to the description box of this video and click on the join button. It will actually be more detailed. There's also a video explaining the memberships and all the different levels, and there's also descriptions there, so more information there. And you become a member and support my channel. And always, if you want to support my channel in a free way, like, comment, and share my video to raise the algorithm, okay? All right, so now getting back to the point of this video. This video is going to be called Representation Matters. Seeing the divine feminine within ourselves as brown and Black people, right? Seeing ourselves in our representation. When I think of Black History Month, I think of Black history throughout the diaspora. So that includes the United States of America, but we also have to understand that the diaspora extends to various parts of the Caribbean, okay? Because there is Black American, Black Caribbean, Afro-Latino, so on and so forth, okay? We have descendants and Black people throughout the diaspora. As far as Brazil, okay? They have a heavy population of Black population there, okay? Black Brazilians. You have, even extending to Europe, okay? You have people with British citizenship that have Black ancestry. English ancestry, but there's black citizens there. They might have been born there, but they're still black. And then you have people throughout, you have, Spanish people in Spain. You have Latin people in Latin America of black descent. And you have black people in the Caribbean, whether it's an English-speaking island, whether those inhabitants and people of our community, whether they speak French Creole or whether they speak Spanish, because you have black Cubans, black Puerto Ricans, black Dominicans. All of these people, all of these groups, all of these nationalities, ethnicities make up the black community, okay? So the black community is bigger than what people want you to think. They're always trying to downsize us. I feel like they undercount in the United States all the things, okay? So representation matters. You have religions of the diaspora that are practiced in the United States, in Santo Domingo, in Puerto Rico, in Cuba, such things as Santeria, Candomblé, Palo Mayombe, okay, Ifa, all so on and so forth, Voodoo, Haitian Voodoo, Puerto Rican Voodoo, Dominican Voodoo. I can go on, okay? So basically, representation matters. The reason why I love to practice the religions that I practice, which entail Haitian Voodoo, I do practice these forms of Puerto Rican Voodoo, and yes, I have practiced Dominican Voodoo. All in all, is it connects me to myself, because the difference is these religions or these spiritual practices recognizes that some of us may have First Nation ancestry. A lot of us are mixed with First Nation, black ancestry from Africa. We have ancestry, sometimes Romani ancestry, or travelers as they like to be called. We may have, so many Spaniard, okay, English, whatever the case may be, Middle Eastern. Some people, they'll do the answer, I have Middle Eastern ancestry, because it depends on where in the diaspora, what happened, who your ancestors connected to, all the things. Some of us are descendants of the Pirates of the Caribbean, which were free people of color that freed themselves and then became pirates, okay? So depending on where that ship landed of the diaspora or anything else depends on your ancestry. Or maybe you don't even have any type of ancestry from the diaspora. Representation still matters, because the beautiful continent of Africa, there's certain parts of Africa that were colonized by European influences. To this day, they're still oppressing people. And there's anti-blackness throughout the diaspora, okay? And so that's why I say representation matters. When you see spirits that look similar to you, okay, that have been with us before the diaspora and continue to be with us today, this is why closed traditions, it's not good to gentrify them, because they are ours, and they represent us. And it's beautiful to see that representation, such as, for instance, which I am giving a class on in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be putting them for sale, but that's not why I made this video. Spirits like Oshun. Okay, knowing that she's more than just a love goddess. Okay, she rules over so many different areas of our lives. She is someone who's known poverty, but also knows riches, okay? And she can highly bless your life. It is beautiful to see this beautiful goddess-like, whether she's a Orisha in her own right. She's, you know what I mean? I already talked about the goddess thing already. But what I'm saying is, it's a beautiful to see divine feminine, okay? And learning to connect with her, right? In a non-gentrified way, in the way you're supposed to, more traditionally, right? In these closed traditions. Like, she can really bless your life. Literally saved my life. Her and my Aida, I love them so much when I was going through my whole health scare and sickness and all that. Those were some of the spirits that really helped me. That divine mother. So finding that divine mother, that guidance. Some of us don't have, may have toxic relationships with our mother. So, being a daughter of Oshun is a very beautiful experience. And I feel like I hate to see how they pinhole her to only a love spirit. Like, she is so much more to that. She has her own legacy, her own right, her own attributes. She's the spirit that's in that beautiful painting behind me. That's Oshun there. Yemaya, the same thing, Oh, she's a mother. Okay. There's so much more to Yemaya than her being the mother of creation. Okay. So, in the future, depending how these classes do, I might do a Yemaya class and stuff. I would like to go through certain spirits, but again, not the point of this video. But yeah, Yemaya is a spirit, that has been pinholed. She has so many different aspects, so many different things that she could help you with. And things of that nature. And I just, you know what I mean? Like, it's important to learn to work with her in an appropriate way. Another spirit, okay, an example would be Oya, okay? Oya, is such a beautiful spirit. She's very misunderstood. I always feel like, one of the spirits I could think of is like Kalima. A lot of people misunderstand Kalima. I feel like in the same way, they misunderstand Oya. Oh, she's this angry person and all that stuff. But there's certain areas of your life that you're going to need this type of energy. Okay, she has a very complicated history, a beautiful story. I am going to be covering certain Orishas in my Orisha series, so stay tuned to that. And you know what I mean? And for some spirits, I'm going to be giving classes and all of that, right? Aizan is another one, okay? The keeper of mysteries. Like, she has such a beautiful legacy and story and lore, you know what I mean? The godmother of voodoo, And then you have, the queen of voodoo, Marie Laveau, another example of a very powerful divine feminine energy, right? That is important to learn, learn as much as we can about our culture. We have the spirits, that comes from Ghana, which I do have a class, Mami Wata, Aida Wedo, Santa Mata Miradora, the different aspects of her. I am going to be giving, selling these classes the next couple of weeks. And she is such a beautiful spirit to work with. She is so under recognized, right? Because everybody, we know Oshun, we go Shango, but there's so many other spirits, right? And then we have Danto. I just wanted to pull out a couple of spirits that came to mind, right? Because I didn't want to pull out their statues and upset my spirits. But basically, Ezuli Danto, okay? Such a powerful spirit, part of the Haitian Revolution, and such a beautiful history and story to her, okay? If we don't reconnect to our roots and our culture and our ancestries, what's going to end up happening is that these stories are going to die with the elders. This is why I do classes. This is why I teach stuff. This is why I have a channel. This is why I have memberships, right? This is because, I remember, some years ago when I started my channel, and it started going in a different direction than I thought it was going to go in. I remember the spirits coming to me and saying, like, I want you to reconnect with the lost tribes. There's so many people that are wanting authentic information out there, but they're getting distracted by false information, And so when I started working with the spirits, background in Santeria, background in voodoo, a lot of the hardest times that I've had, whether it's with my children, in love, finances, losses, whatever it is, I love connecting to divine feminine. When I was in Christianity, it was always Father God, Son, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, especially if we're talking about more Protestant, Pentecostal, those types of religions, when it's just all about God and Jesus. It lacked a female role model, right? I can't relate to masculine energy, right? Saying that God is only a man and that's about it and this and that and the other. When you are a woman, as a woman, whether you were born biologically a woman or you identify as a woman, it's a beautiful thing to see representation of that divine feminine energy. And the reason why I pulled out all those spirits in this video is because each one of them has stories that pertain particularly to them, that shows them triumphing over adversity, okay? Being in the divine feminine power, whether it's, dominating areas of love, money, finances, career, all these things. These spirits have been around before we were even a thought, They have always been and they always will be, right? Whether you know it or not, they will always be. It's so important not to only see representation in yourself when you live in a colorist, anti-black, racist, anti-brown world, but it's also important to learn how to work with these spirits so they can help you in those specific areas of your life. Okay, that's one thing when I did, play around with the idea of becoming Catholic. I did love the whole idea of Mary. you know, that divine feminine, mother of God, you know, and I love how they venerate her in the Catholic. I don't like everything about Catholic religion or Christianity or Abrahamic religions, but I do like the way that they elevate Mary. And I'm not trying to offend, you know, religious people, because I believe in coexisting. I'm saying for myself. You know, I love the way they venerated, you know, Mary, you know. And when I went into voodoo and Santeria, I love that they have not only masculine spirits, but that feminine spirit that could heal that mother wound, things that happened with my mom. I feel like they've made me a better mother, a better entrepreneur, a better spiritualist, a better teacher, a better human, because they understand what it's like to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. I love working with divine feminine energy, right? And so that's what this video is about, that it's important, you know, to have representation. You know, if you're a man that is, you know, assigned male at birth, or if you identify as male, you know, biologically, or if you identify as male, right? Because hey, I love my transgender community as well. You know, people like Shango, Obatala, Osain, and all these very powerful masculine spirit, especially if you are a person of color, brown and black person, it's a beautiful thing to see representation of yourself. Like in Mexico, they have Santísima Muerte, you know, the Holy Saint of Death. You know what I mean? So, you know, that is their representation. You have La Virgen de Guadalupe, La Morenita. Those are important for the indigenous and the Mexican population in Mexico. They have somebody they can pray to, you know, and things like that. These spirits, and even folk saints and saints, whether they're recognized by the church or not, you have people in various parts of the world of the diaspora, because indigenous people are too, praying on their knees, you know, walking on their knees and praying and making promises and going to certain churches, whether they're actually working with Orisha or Loa in disguise, or working directly with the saint, right? They are connecting. These saints have been proven, right, to heal people. These Orishas, Loas have been proven to heal people, and people make promises to them, and they have their own cults and religions and practices that resonates with that, you know. And that helps us not only to have the divine feminine or masculine energy, because representation matters, but it also helps us to connect with our ancestors, those that have gone before us from the diaspora. Okay, so it's important to keep these traditions and religions and practices alive, you know, because in a world that's full of racism, misogyny, sexism, and all the isms, it's nice to have a place where you can be yourself, spirits that you can go to that can understand your individual experience, right? Another black or brown person is going to understand, especially if, you know, they're the same gender or sexual orientation as you, or whatever the case may be. You have something in common. They could relate to you. They could understand you, right? They have that wisdom, right? Because they come before you. They've been through certain things, right? And stuff like that, or even going to your blood family ancestors, you know, when you have Mesa Blanca or anything like that, they can relate to your experience and guide you, because they've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, right? They can guide you in your right path. So that's why spirituality is so important to me, especially working with, I do work with male energies as well, but I love, there's nothing like working with divine feminine, you know, because again, they relate to us, such as, I'm going to name her too, La Madama, which I've given classes on her very many times. She is such a beautiful energy and spirit. Okay, I have 2 classes for sale real quick before I end this video. Papa Legba and Elegua classes are for sale now. Book as soon as possible, because once the spaces fill up, I will take them off the listing on my website. And then I'm going to have Oshun and Aida Weather's class coming out in the next couple of weeks. Much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until the next video. And again, if you want a one-on-one reading with me, shamanic@workpieces.com. And if you want to be a member, click the join button and find out the different tiers. Again, thank you so much for watching. Happy Black History Month. I'll be back again tomorrow or the day after, but at some point I'll be back again to make another video Okay, so if I do make daily videos, you might get 22 to 23 new videos this year for Black History Month. So let's see. So this is your Melanated series episode, day one, episode one, whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below. What are you doing for Black History Month and anything like that? Please like, subscribe, again, comment below, and raise the oh my goodness, raise the algorithm of my video, raise the algorithm of my video. All right, much love and light. Bye. Oh my God.